Hello everyone, and Michael Bernoff here. Happy middle of summer to you, and got a really cool video I want to share with you. And yesterday we sent out an email that said, what to say when, because if you're in business sales, dealing with people, I'm sure you get objections about yourself, about your product, about your opportunity, and we're going to get straight to the point here today, and I'm going to share with you very, very quick, simple strategies on how to overcome some of this stuff and really why it happens. And yesterday what we did is, after we sent out the email, we also went on, trusty Facebook. And if you're not a friend on Facebook, I encourage you to become one. Just, Michael Bernoff is the name. And we sent out a little questionnaire that said, what objections have you gotten? And after being in direct sales for almost 15 years now, I have seen so many different, objections, but they all boil down to the same things. I don't have the time, I don't have the money, I don't know the right people. So what I decided to do today is to discuss with you very simply what an objection is, how to overcome it, and how to really, take the actions that are necessary to get people to move towards what you desire, which is, purchasing your product, moving forward with you, taking that date, whatever it is that you want to do. So I brought a couple of things around the office that we have here as examples, and this is a trusty candle that smells good. And what I'm going to use as an example of this candle is fire. Now, I don't know about you when you were a kid if you ever played with fire before, but I feel like kind of that reminds me of being a kid. But remember, running your hand through a flame? You can keep on running it through a flame and you do it quickly, it doesn't hurt, but if you keep it there a while, it gets hot. I even got the black soot on my hand. So that is an example of what people don't want. And typically when people give you an objection, they tell you what they don't want in advance. They tell you what their fear or their pain is. When they say, I don't have the time, all they're saying to you is, here's my pain, I don't have time. But what we know is that we want to share with people what they really want. I got a couple examples. I got the trip to Disneyland. I'm sure everybody been out to Disneyland or Disney World or family trip. I also have a copy of, I believe, every direct salesperson's, dream book is the DuPont Registry. It's a very cool magazine. This one has houses, $1 million homes, $15 million homes. You can buy an elephant or safari in the back of this book, and you can get yourself this beach house. You can buy an island. It's got really cool stuff. So whether your goals for people or for yourself is, monetary, or just having, be cool to have the money to go buy a $15 million home and invite all your friends and family and have, cocktail parties or whatever you do. Or it's a family vacation, or it's just more time for yourself, or whatever it is. So this is the goal we're looking to market to a person. This is happiness, joy, success, freedom, saving money, whatever it is over here, and this is the pain. Now let me give you a prime example. The second someone says to you, I don't have the money, I don't have the time, and we're going to use the I don't have the time example. What they're doing is they're sharing with you what their reason is, or their what? Their pain. And if you've taken any of our courses, call to action, or studied any neuro-linguistic programming, or seen any of our events in the past, I talk a lot about pain and pleasure. Now, when someone says to you they don't have the time, the second they share that with you, they kind of dwindle over the fire a little bit. And you can stay here all day if you want it, or let your hand getting too hot. But when someone says they don't have the time, typically what we do is we say, I understand you don't have the time, but don't you want this, don't you want this, don't you want this? But you haven't alleviated, the pain. They're still hovering over here, and they're hanging out over here. So what I'm going to teach you how to do is how to increase the pain. Now watch this example. I put my hand here, and if I leave it here long enough, eventually it gets hot, and I have to go somewhere. I want to get away from the pain and move towards what? The pleasure of what you truly desire. So when someone says, I don't have the time, you could say, but don't you want this? And you'll still get the results you're getting. Or you could say something very simple. Say, well, how long has that been going on? And they'll say to you, well, forever. Well, really? So who controls your time? Let me tell you, folks, nobody wants to feel controlled. So as soon as you say, who controls your time, they're going to say, well, it's my kids, it's my boss, I don't have enough time for my kids, my wife, my husband, my job, the thing at church, whatever it is. And what's going to happen is it's going to become more painful for them. And the reason why you want to increase the pain for them is because you want them to tell you what it is about their time and get them to admit they don't like that situation. When someone says, I don't have the money, you want them to admit how it hurts to not have the money, so you can get them to move towards what they want to do. So next time someone says to you, I don't have the time, ask it point blank. So how long has that been going on? Well, forever, they're going to say. And that's not a bad thing. Then you're going to say, well, who controls your time? And they're going to say, well, it's this, 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 and this. And then you might want to say, well, how long do you want to let that go on? Well, they don't want to let it go on. And as soon as they say they don't want to let it go on anymore, it's an opportunity for you to compare what they don't want and what they do want. So tomorrow we have a great call lined up, and it's going to teach you about 5 of these techniques. So you can go on our Facebook account, you can go, type in, hey Mike, here's an objection I get, here's an objection I get, go to facebook.com/Michael Bernoff, and you can add yourself as a friend or send an email back reply, and you can share with us some of your objections you get. But here's what I know. This call is going to assist you about your business, with your life, with your relationships, with everything, because it just explains human nature, why people do what they do. And if you can understand how to get someone to move from here, what they don't want, to what they do want quickly, that's really what your business is about. So I'll catch you tomorrow on the call. It's going to be a great call lined up. It's about 45 minutes to an hour. I'm going to open up for a little Q&A at the end, but forward it on to anybody you know who gets objections, who's looking for more confidence, and really looking to take those strategic actions within their own life. So look forward to catching you all on the call tomorrow, and all of the information is right below here, and I'll catch you guys soon. Look forward to the next video.